All right, thank you. My name is Kevin. We're from EPC Blockchain. Today, I'm here to present to you what we call a TNB Energy Savings Rewards Program for your employees. So imagine you have a building. What can you do to save energy in that particular building? You could buy lights, or you could buy an inverter air conditioning. But essentially, within the TNB stock of buildings, what you really want to get is to really get people to change their behaviors, to inculcate an energy savings attitude in their building and to reduce energy use for your buildings. So you want to find a way to incentivize occupant behavior change in your buildings. Now what our idea is to leverage on that particular energy savings attitude. Imagine your building had an initial energy cost like this. You subsequently implement energy saving programs or improve building occupant behavior to reduce energy use. TNB would have essentially saved money. That same money you could use and track that and record it onto a blockchain and use that to incentivize your employees. We are suggesting you take this energy savings that you tracked from every building that you have and put it onto an energy blockchain to track the energy savings, which in turn can also be converted to carbon as well. So that's the general idea of it. So what we are suggesting for TNB to do is to create competition between buildings owned by TNB. So TNB owns so many buildings. You want to create competition between your employees to reduce energy use, which essentially reduces your operational expenditure. Tracking of energy savings is automated. Most of your buildings have energy monitoring systems. If you don't, you can install one. Data from the energy monitoring system can be automatically pushed to the blockchain to enable automatic calculation of the savings and convert it into tokens within the blockchain system. Energy savings is equivalent to savings in OPEX for TNB, and this savings in OPEX is what you will use to fund the incentive program, which you use to buy gift cards for your employees. In the blockchain will have a wallet. This wallet will be used to keep track of the energy savings from the buildings. So one particular building with 100 employees, the savings is then distributed among the employees. So every employee gets tokens for contributing to the savings of the building. Right? In each wallet, from the coin tokens that they've received, they can then use that to buy gift cards, to redeem gift cards that's purchased by TNB corporate. Essentially, it could work something like this. 1 kilowatt hour could be equivalent to 1 token, and the tokens could eventually be used to buy gift cards or to redeem gift cards. Most practical thing could be petrol, you know. These gift cards would then be purchased in bulk by TNB from the OPEX savings. An additional token benefit, tokenization and the use of blockchain is just to record energy savings turned into carbon. 2,000 kilowatt hour could be equivalent to 1 ton of carbon. And that can also be generated into a coin as well within the blockchain network, which can then lead to sustainability reporting purposes within TNB corporate and corporate comms. Right? How it will work is the app that we develop will capture energy data from the energy management system. This will then be automatically calculated within the smart contract feature and the API on the blockchain to record how much energy you've saved and push onto a blockchain. The smart contract subsequently, from the total energy saved within the building, will be then broken down to how much each employee within that building gets from the smart contract. The e-wallets are then credited with the tokens, and they can then redeem from that. And this redemption can be easily done up with a third party, for example, different companies out there like Unwrapped, where we can link with them to directly purchase from tokens and then settle in cash with TNB later on. One of the benefits of this is the low infrastructure costs to keep track of energy and CO2. So it's a two-purpose blockchain. The tokenization would incentivize employees to make better energy efficient decisions and also to help them save carbon. It creates a competitive culture and drive behavior change towards energy conservation within the TNB group of companies. What's great about this, once you have the system and you demo and pilot it, you can extend it to larger, more profitable programs such as on-bill financing or even in targeted programs to industrial customers to help them save energy. And finally, it's great for carbon reporting for CSR. Thank you. So I'll go into the demos. So what you have on the screen here, this is a login of a sample wallet. So you see here, this is the wallet, this is the confirmed and unconfirmed transactions, and this is for the building owner user. So now, from the energy management system, we can, in this case, data can be streamed live, but in this particular case, I'll just use a loaded data set for now. Sorry, takes a while. Open up. Sorry. So data from energy monitoring system will be pushed onto, will be called by our API, which we can then subsequently send to the blockchain. So with that sent, you'll see that this will soon turn to a sent. So that's sent. So now just remember this 303. This is how I'm going to verify this. So from this, sent, it goes up to our wallet, and I will just log in again. Oh, sorry, my phone. I can't get, I couldn't get this logged on from the Wi-Fi, so I need to use my phone. Okay, it doesn't seem to be working on my phone right now, but I have it on slides. Let's see if it's working. No, it's not. Okay. No, I'm using my mobile. Well, essentially, in the dashboards, I can't get it on the NEM thing, but it will look like this. We'll record it, we'll save it, we'll send it, sent. Once it's sent, it'll go into the dashboard. You'll see that it's a 303 transaction like that. It's unconfirmed from the same project to the same owner. That's that. Then we can check once it's confirmed, it goes to this, goes to that. And then this is for a different user. So this is, for example, a particular employee, and so they get a particular share of it. So this, in this particular case, is 59 coins. And the building, another person had 137 coins, depending on their share.
All right.
Yeah.
So I have to stop you there. Okay, thank you for EPC blockchain. So any other question from the judges?
Sorry, can you explain again how do you measure the CO2 emission just now?
Energy saved for every kilowatt hour of energy, you can convert it to an equivalent carbon equivalent. That conversion is governed by the Malaysian government through either, I believe right now it's updated by Malaysia Green Tech Corporation.
And how do you distribute to the employees again?
So the smart contract, so once energy is saved and is recorded on the energy monitoring system, the data is automatically sent through our API call and put onto the blockchain. The blockchain then is subsequently activated, the savings or the tokens generated is activated by the smart contract, which then distributes the total energy saved within that particular building and distributed equally depending on how much you want to reward your employees for through the smart contract.
So if there was 1,000 employees in that building, is 1,000th?
1,000th of the saving. But you
Okay.
can imagine energy savings is big money. So it's enough to incentivize employees. So imagine you're building using 100,000 ringgit of electricity a month. You save 30,000 for that particular month, imagine over 1 year. So there's a lot of money in this reward scheme, which you don't subsequently have to fund. It's a self-sustaining program that you can run. So you don't have to come up with capex for it. You don't have to fund these gift cards because you're getting employees to reward themselves with the gift cards by saving the group revenue, group operational expenditure.
I really like the carbon, what do you call it? Carbon calculator thingamajig. So yes, I think that's the best part for us to calculate. How do you foresee it expanding further? And you were mentioning just now how other organizations can use it, or from our perspective as TMB, if we were to use that and propagate that, how do you think it could expand?
So as a company, we're creating a blockchain energy savings consortium. So we're creating a blockchain network. So therefore, why I say the cost of infrastructure is very low for TMB. So you would have your energy monitoring systems, you have some servers for that. You could put those servers onto our blockchain network. Thereby, you don't subsequently have to, you don't have the security issue of getting hacked, or because there'll be so many more copies, so many other users on our network. Now, from that, what we want to do is we want to get people to incentivize to use that. So, and the scale is that besides doing this, you can go into larger programs, more profitable programs like on-bill financing. On-bill financing is a program which is very popular outside of Asia, where utility companies actually fund retrofits. So for example, if you know, let's say for example, Top Glove is one of your biggest customers probably, right? You know they have an opportunity to save electricity. Top Glove may not necessarily want to make that investment, but TMB could incentivize Top Glove to reduce energy use by funding that investment, and then subsequently recoup your payments through bill payments. Bill payments are very secure because they don't pay your bill, you take out the electricity, and they will never default on these sort of payments. So it's a very secure system. And on-bill financing has got a very good track record outside of Malaysia, implemented with very low default rates and very good sustainability. So it's another source of revenue for TMB as well, which supports the TMB ES business direction as well. So that's one aspect of the scale for this system and the use of this system. Carbon is just carbon. We record that, but within the larger framework of what we intend to do, we intend to collect projects like this, these sort of retrofit projects, and eventually we want to aggregate these carbon and sell these carbon out to the open market. Similarly, with your projects, if you have hydro dams, you have your large-scale solar, we will put them onto our blockchain, we'll aggregate these projects, and we'll go out and sell these carbon credits out. That's where the money will come from.
Okay, I noticed that, unlike the earlier 1, 2, 3 companies before, that you're using NEM technology
Yes, we
as
intend to
your
use them.
platform. So the others actually just now alert us about some of the challenges that we might have to consider as they're using Ethereum, like on scaling and stuff. Do you see any challenges that might be coming up from using this being different, something that you want to share with us that we should be aware about, things that are coming up, because not everybody is very familiar with the blockchain technology is one. The other one is what was I going to ask you? You were also saying about the carbon credit trade. Is that your business, your main business? I'm just wondering as well. The carbon trading, is that? Yeah. Okay. And also, I think based on your presentation as well as the others just now, I'm a little bit not concerned. I take note that a lot of these are very technical presentations, because we're gonna go out and actually touch a lot of the users which are not technologies. Normal people, just ask them to use the coin or tokens and stuff like that. So these ones are not going to show up a lot in the system, right? Because we didn't get to see you just now.
Okay.
All right.
Okay, maybe I'll answer from first. We use NEM because NEM has a local office with great support. The local presence here helps the development. Okay. The second being, we are into carbon. Yes, that's something we are in. It's just one small subset of what we intend to do to I would say, to generate revenue for ourselves. The third, you'll see that the system, yes, there are tokens. The tokens are used to convert to gift cards. The gift cards, however, the user experience, however, will not see any of the blockchain. All they see is just they log into the wallet every month to see how much tokens they have, and they can go subsequently once we link up to a preferred vendor by TMB, who the gift card supplier might be, then they just see what they can redeem with. And because it will all be recorded on blockchain, it's quite safe, secure, you won't have duplication, and because you would then leverage on our blockchain network, you would then have that additional security that no one can then come in, inject a load of coins into it. And then it's an automated system directly from the energy monitoring system, so the amount of coins generated, amount of energy savings generated is also quite safe towards that extent. So essentially, the user experience is really, you just go in, you don't need to know anything about the blockchain, you just need to know that, oh, I've got some tokens, and let's see what I can redeem for at the end of it all.
All right, thank you from EPC Blockchain. Okay, so before we proceed to our last group, I would like to say thanks on behalf of TMB for our group